Over the past decade, few franchises have generated a global phenomenon quite like Solo Leveling. What began as a web novel by Chugong evolved into a massive entertainment empire, spanning a record-breaking webtoon, an acclaimed anime adaptation, video games, and a worldwide fanbase. Yet the most fascinating chapter of its story may still be ahead. Netflix's decision to transform Solo Leveling into a live-action series is being viewed as one of the most ambitious projects in the history of Korean television. Behind the announcements about casting, filming schedules, and release plans lies something much bigger, a high-stakes experiment that could redefine the future of Korean fantasy storytelling. Netflix is chasing what Hollywood often failed to achieve. The entertainment industry has witnessed countless attempts to adapt beloved manga, anime, and graphic novels into live-action productions. Many of them struggled, not because of limited budgets, but because they failed to capture the essence of the original work. Solo Leveling presents an even greater challenge. Unlike traditional superhero stories, its universe is built around massive fantasy elements that rely heavily on visual effects. From dimensional gates and deadly dungeons to gigantic monsters, magical powers, and Jin-Woo's legendary Shadow Army, nearly every aspect of the story demands world-class CGI. This is reportedly one of the reasons the project may not premiere until late 2027. Rather than signaling delays, the extended production timeline reflects the scale of Netflix's investment in creating a visually convincing adaptation. If successful, Solo Leveling could open a new era for Korean fantasy productions. If it fails, it may become one of the most expensive disappointments in Netflix's Asian content strategy. Byeon Woo Seok faces the role that could define his career. When Netflix announced that Byeon Woo Seok would portray Sung Jin-Woo, reactions were immediate and divided. Supporters argued that the actor possesses the ideal visuals and charisma needed to embody the iconic character. Critics questioned whether he could convincingly portray one of the most dramatic character transformations ever seen in a webtoon adaptation. The truth is that Sung Jin-Woo is far from a simple hero. Audiences are not merely watching a protagonist save the world. They are witnessing a complete evolution. Jin-Woo begins as an insecure and powerless earring hunter, mocked as the weakest hunter alive. Through unimaginable hardship, he gradually transforms into one of the most powerful beings in existence. For Byeon Woo Seok, this means portraying multiple versions of the same character, each with distinct emotional and psychological layers. It may be the most challenging role of his career. But it may also be the opportunity that elevates him from a beloved romantic drama star to a leading actor capable of carrying global blockbuster franchises. Han So Hee and the potential birth of K-drama's next power couple. The casting of Han So Hee as Cha Hae-In has generated significant excitement among fans. In the original story, Cha Hae-In is much more than a romantic interest. She is one of Korea's strongest S-rank hunters, combining extraordinary combat abilities with emotional depth and unwavering determination. The role demands an actress who can balance strength and vulnerability. Han So Hee has repeatedly demonstrated that ability throughout her career. If her on-screen chemistry with Byeon Woo Seok resonates with audiences, Netflix could potentially create one of the most iconic screen pairings in the next generation of Korean entertainment. Why the world continues to wait for Sung Jin-Woo. The success of Solo Leveling has never been solely about spectacular battles or powerful abilities. At its heart lies a deeply relatable story. Sung Jin-Woo represents a feeling that millions of people understand. Being underestimated. Being overlooked. Being labeled as the weakest. And then proving everyone wrong. This simple yet timeless narrative formula is what transformed Solo Leveling from a fantasy series into a global phenomenon. Whether in Asia, Europe, North America, or the Middle East, audiences connect with Jin-Woo's journey because it reflects universal human aspirations, growth, resilience, and self-discovery. That emotional connection is the true foundation of the franchise's success. The real battle begins now. According to Byeon Woo Seok's own confirmation, filming officially began in 2026, marking the end of years of preparation and anticipation. But for Netflix, the real challenge is only beginning. Fans are not simply expecting another adaptation. They are waiting for a cultural event. A moment when one of Asia's most influential entertainment franchises takes on an entirely new form. In that sense, Solo Leveling is no longer just Sung Jin-Woo's story. It is a story about Netflix's ambition. It is a story about the evolution of Korea's entertainment industry. And it is a story about Byeon Woo Seok's chance to emerge as one of the next global faces of Korean pop culture. If the series succeeds, it will be remembered as far more than a hit television show. It could become the new benchmark for live-action adaptations across Asia, and perhaps the project that changes the industry's expectations for years to come.